I've always seen, I've always felt things. I just thought it was normal. It's like somebody stood behind you. You can't see them, but you can feel them. Or you'll feel an air pressure change. And it's through that feeling that I will build up an image in my mind of what they may look like. Or I'll pick up on the feelings that they had before they passed. Or I'll hear voices.
I'm not sure whether or not I believe in psychics. I am pretty cynical because I think I'd like to, but it's kind of challenging. If someone did seem to be able to communicate with a dead relative or whatever, you'd really want to know how. I guess if he was able to tell me my sister's age and the kind of location and circumstances of her passing away, I'd be more likely to believe him. So my little sister died from cot death when she was about a month old, but it really depends on how the spirit world works. I don't know if you're able to contact infants. I'd like to think I'm quite open-minded, but in reality I think it'll be quite tricky to convince me. I think I will be listening quite carefully and kind of testing his statements and how vague they are and how applicable they are to everybody else.
I'm okay with people being sceptic, you know, or non-believer, that's up to you. Still show respect, just in case you might be wrong. Have you had a reading before, or?
I haven't, no.
Right, okay, first timer. I work in two ways. I work both psychically and mediumistically. I work as a medium, which means I can communicate with loved ones who have passed over. A psychic will look at more everyday concerns. Do you want to give those a good shuffle, mix them up? Anything in your mind, just focus on it while you're shuffling. Okay. I don't know if there's something to do with schooling or some form of learning that you want to do. Career-wise, I'm feeling a little bit stuck. I feel like I want to go to the end of June, where we've got more clarity as to where we want to go with that. Up until then, it's still a little bit tying up of loose ends. Interest in the devil card. Yay, we like this card. Live wild and free. You know, obviously in moderation. Let's see what the angelic energy brings in. Speak your truth. So the angels are saying, come on, stop bottling things down. Like the angel here, get your hands on your hips. You know where you're paralysed, know where your boundaries are. Take action where it's required, but also stand back and simply observe things manifest. I actually feel like there is someone around me or somebody that I'm aware of on a romantic level. Are you with someone at the moment? Right, okay. The ex may present themselves again. He's not quite what can I say, fully understood the lessons that needed to be learned. I'm just going to try and link with spirit and see if anybody wishes to come forward. I'm going to be honest, I'm not aware of anybody coming forward at this time. That's not to say that they're not there, but sometimes it's not always needed. But I always say if there is someone in particular, I will ask Spirit if they can bring that person forward.
My sister, Hester.
Okay, don't tell me any more because I want to get the evidence from her. I'm going to ask my guides if they can bring her forward. I'm not feeling ill with this lady. It wasn't obvious that she was ill. Does that make sense? I just feel like they couldn't figure out what it was straight away. Come on. Okay, what are you showing me now? I don't know if it's a locket or something that opens up that's got a picture of either you two or somebody inside. But I'm opening it up and I can see these pictures. Does that make sense? Do you understand being a bit more younger than you? Because I feel like I'm a bit more younger than you. Feels like there's 3 siblings altogether. All sisters are all girls. She's a... Oh, okay. She's making my throat clog, so I don't know if there's problems with the throat area or I can't get my words out by the end, but I just feel like I can't get enough oxygen in or there's problems in my throat. Okay. I don't know if this is cancer or some sort of illness, but I have to say it was progressive. It didn't just, boom, come up. She's showing me her hair here as being as important. I feel like it's dark like yours, but I feel a little bit more longer. I feel like I've got my hair down to my shoulders here. Does that make sense? Okay. I feel like I've got a little bit more padding on me. I can eat what I want, I can drink what I want, you know, and I'm just back to myself again. That makes sense. She's got a sense of humour. It's like big fluffy cloud, feet up, I'm chilling here. It's all you lot that are all moaning and groaning at each other. That makes sense. I feel I'm a little bit older now than what I was when I passed, so she's been in spirit a little while now, but not a very long time. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years, or it's been a few years. It's very I feel it's less than 10, possibly even less than 5. Does that make sense?
A bit longer.
Okay.
Can you explain more about how the time works in spirits?
In spirit, well, in truth, there is no time. In spirit, it's just one energy. To her, it's like she's never been away. I'm asking her about her past, and she says, I don't really want to go into that. That's a memory I don't want to relive, but I'm asking for evidential purposes. But I just feel... I keep hearing leukemia or something like that. I know if it's not that, I just feel there's a lot of medication that I had to take near the end.
Not much medication, no.
Right, okay.
No, I think the throat and the kind of breathing.
Right, okay. I'm not sure why I'm seeing tablet bottles here or medication unless somebody physically is having to take quite a bit of medication at the moment.
No.
Right, okay, I can't make that fit. So just know that she doesn't need that now. Okay, why is she showing me a baby scan? Will you be mindful where somebody does maybe announce that they're pregnant or somebody's trying for a baby? I'm gonna let her energy withdraw. But I'm gonna have to leave you with that and bring this reading to a close.
That was bizarrely intense. So there were moments like the locket where I thought, wow, that's really quite profound. And I think it's really interesting that already, even though I'm cynical, I've got really vivid memory of that one kind of success. And I've forgotten all the things that didn't quite fit. The kind of logical side of me is still really critical, but I can definitely see why people see psychics. Needs that I didn't know I had have been addressed, even if it doesn't match up completely with your experience. It's just nice for someone to talk about you and you kind of sit there